Welcome.
Here, after her brief biography, wait in this video 25 interesting curiosities of Rihanna. Rihanna Fenty was born on February 20, 1988, known by her stage name, Rihanna, is a Bajan singer, has sold 94 million albums and 290 million singles worldwide. Being the most certified female artist in the history of the United States and the entire world of music. She is considered by many the greatest artist of the years 2010 and elected by several magazines the artist of the decade. Her song Umbrella was one of the highest-selling songs of 2007, and her third album Good Girl Gone Bad was critically acclaimed, helping propel her to superstar status. She has attained 14 Billboard Hot 100 number ones thus far and is the second Bajan artist to win a Grammy Award. She is also a cultural ambassador for Barbados. Rihanna was born in St. Michael, Barbados to Ronald Fenty, a warehouse supervisor, and Monica Fenty, an accountant. Her mother, a native of Guyana, is Afro-Guyanese, and her father is Bajan and Irish. She is the oldest of three siblings, two younger brothers, Rory and Rajid Fenty. She began singing at around the age of 7. Her childhood was deeply affected by her father's addiction to crack cocaine and parents' rocky marriage, which ended when she was 14 years old. Rihanna attended Charles F. Broome Memorial School, a primary school in Barbados, and then the Combermere School, where she formed a musical trio with two of her classmates at the age of 15. In 2004, she won the Miss Combermere beauty pageant. She was an Army cadet in a sub-military program that trained with the military of Barbados, and Chantel was her drill sergeant. At the age of 15, she formed a girl group with two of her classmates. In 2003, friends introduced Rihanna and her two bandmates to record producer Evan Rogers, who was vacationing in Barbados with his wife. The group auditioned for Rogers, who said that the minute Rihanna walked into the room, it was like the other two girls didn't exist. While auditioning for Rogers, Rihanna sang Destiny's Child's cover of Emotion. Over the next year, Rihanna and her mom shuttled back and forth to Rogers' home in Stamford, Connecticut. Then, shortly after turning 16, she relocated in the United States and moved in with Rogers and his wife. Carl Sturken helped Rihanna record a 4-song demo, which included the ballad The Last Time, a cover of Whitney Houston's hit, For the Love of You, and what would become her first hit, Pon de Replay, to send to various recording companies. It took a year to record the demos because she was going to school and would only record during summer and Christmas school breaks. Rihanna's demo made its way to Def Jam, which invited her to audition for the label's then-president, Jay-Z, who quickly signed her. Rihanna broke into the recording industry in 2005 with the release of her debut album Music of the Sun, which features the number 2 hit single Pon de Replay. Less than a year later, Rihanna released album Artist, A Girl Like Me, and earned her first number 1 single, So's, which sampled the popular 80s track Tainted Love. Unfaithful was also released and was fairly successful. Rihanna released her third album Good Girl Gone Bad in June 2007. Prior to the release of the album, she spent the week of the Grammys writing songs for the album with Ne-Yo. She adopted a more sexual image while recording the album, eventually dyeing her hair black and cutting it short. Rihanna worked with Timbaland and Christopher Tricky Stewart, as well as previous musical collaborators such as Stargate, Carl Sturken and Evan Rogers, to reimagine her album compositions with up-tempo dance tracks. Rihanna commented, "I want to keep people dancing but still be soulful at the same time. You feel different every album, and at this stage I feel like I want to do a lot of up-tempo." The album topped the charts in countries like the United Kingdom, Canada, Japan, Brazil, Russia and Ireland, and peaked at number 2 in the United States and Australia. Unlike previous work, the album featured a more dance-pop sound instead of the dancehall, reggae and ballad styles. The album received positive reviews by critics, becoming her most critically acclaimed album at that time, compared to her previous efforts. It yielded 8 hit singles, Umbrella, Shut Up and Drive, Don't Stop the Music, Hate That I Love You, Rehab, Disturbia, Take a Bow, If I Never See Your Face Again, all singles reaching the top 20 on the Billboard Hot 100, including the worldwide number 1 hit Umbrella, featuring Jay-Z. In addition to reaching number 1 in various countries, Umbrella was the number 1 single in the United Kingdom for 10 consecutive weeks, making it the longest-running number 1 single, since Wet 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 single Love Is All Around spent 15 weeks at the top in 1994. The song is listed number 3 on the 100 Best Songs of 2007, published by Rolling Stone magazine. In 2008, Umbrella earned Rihanna and Jay-Z a Grammy Award for Best Rap and Sung Collaboration, in addition to receiving nominations for Record of the Year and Song of the Year. It managed to stay at number 1 in the United Kingdom for 10 weeks, the longest time spent by a female and in the 21st century, on this chart. Umbrella has also been recognized in various forms of accolades by the music press. The song is listed number 3 on the 100 Best Songs of 2007, published by the music magazine Rolling Stone. Time magazine also listed the song number 3 on their top 10 songs of 2007. The song is listed number 1 on Entertainment Weekly magazine's list of the 10 best singles of 2007, while topping the magazine's poll for the best single of 2007. Blender magazine awarded the song Song of the Year in their Readers' Poll 2007. The music press has considered Umbrella as 2007 Song of the Summer, while the New York Times writer Khalifa Sanneh regarded it as arguably 2007 signature slow jam. In August 2009, Rihanna collaborated with Jay-Z and Kanye West on Run This Town. The song peaked at number 2 on Billboard Hot 100 and also reached the top 10 in 5 other countries. She appeared on the cover of Vogue Italia for the September 2009 issue. The shoot was influenced by Rihanna's hair, which she had cut for the shoot into a mohawk-like style. The style of the shoot was extreme couture and very dark, and in one shot she appeared semi-nude. Rihanna performed Run This Town, along with Jay-Z and West for the Answer the Call concert at Madison Square Garden in September 2009, making it her first musical performance since the altercation with Brown. The trio also performed Run This Town on the premiere of The Jay Leno Show on September 14, 2009. In November of 2009, Rated R was released in the wake of a physical altercation with romantic interest Chris Brown, who pled guilty to felony assault. The album's lead single, Russian Roulette, written with Ne-Yo, was one of the year's most controversial singles. The album also includes collaborations with Tricky, The Dream, Stargate, and SRP. 1 year later, Rihanna released her 5th studio album called Loud. Its lead single, Only Girl in the World, reached number 1 in more than 10 countries. The song also won a Grammy Award for Best Dance Recording. Talk That Talk was released 1 year after Loud. With the song We Found Love, Rihanna became the fastest solo artist in the chart's history to achieve 20 Hot 100 top 10 singles, breaking the previous record set by Madonna. The song later became her 11th number 1 single on the Billboard Hot 100. You Da One became the second single from the album, but was not as successful as We Found Love. The third single from the album, Talk That Talk featuring Jay-Z, was announced on Rihanna's Twitter. The fourth single, Where Have You Been, peaked at number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100. On February 20, 2012, Rihanna and Chris Brown released 2 remixes, one featuring the Talk That Talk album track Birthday Cake and the other featuring Chris Brown's Turn Up the Music. In April 2012, the singer appeared in the movie Battleship, which is based on the game of the same name. Rihanna's 7th album Unapologetic was released on November 19, 2012. It was preceded by the lead single Diamonds, which reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming Rihanna's 12th number 1 single on the chart, and tying her with Madonna and the Supremes for the 4th most number 1s in the chart's history. On January 28, 2016, Rihanna released her 8th studio album Anti-exclusively through streaming service Tidal. The album peaked at number 1 on the US Billboard 200, becoming Rihanna's 2nd number 1 and 8th top 10 album on the chart. The album was supported by the release of 4 singles including the lead single Work featuring Drake, which topped the Billboard Hot 100. Further platinum singles Needed Me and Love on the Brain, both peaked inside the top 10 of the Hot 100. In 2016, Rihanna was featured on several singles. The first collaboration was Calvin Harris's This Is What You Came For, which reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 2 in the United Kingdom. Rihanna was also featured on Drake's Too Good from his album Views, and Mike Will made it single, Nothing Is Promised. On June 27, 2016, Rihanna released Sledgehammer, the lead single from the Star Trek Beyond soundtrack. On August 28, Rihanna was honored with the MTV Video Vanguard Award at the 2016 MTV Video Music Awards. Rihanna was elected Artist of the Decade of 2010 by Pitchfork, Insider, L'Officiel among other major music magazines. In summary, 50 incredibly geeky facts about Rihanna. 1. Rihanna isn't her real name. It's actually Robin Rihanna Fenty. 2. She was discovered by Jay-Z. After sending in her demo tapes to Def Jam Records, she was auditioned by their then-president, Jay-Z, who signed her afterwards. Jay-Z was reportedly so impressed that he demanded Rihanna not leave the building until the contract was signed. 3. She got vocal training from Ne-Yo. Upon rapidly entering the charts, Rihanna admitted that she had never received official singing lessons. She said of her work with Ne-Yo, "I've never had vocal training, so when I'm in the studio, he'll tell me how to breathe and stuff, he'll call out these big fancy words. Okay, I want you to do staccato. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what that is." 4. She credits Madonna as her biggest influence. She once said that she wanted to be the Black Madonna, explaining that she admires the way Madonna constantly reinvents herself. 5. Madame Tussauds has 8 wax figures of Rihanna. Combining all the wax figures of Rihanna made by Madame Tussauds all over the world, the total now comes to 8. One of her wax figures took a team of 20 people 4 months to build. 6. Calvin Harris says Rihanna changed everything for his career. Talking to The Sun in 2012 about his 2011 Rihanna collaboration "We Found Love," he said, "Career-wise, it was the best thing that could have happened. It changed absolutely everything." 7. In Barbados, there is a Rihanna Day. In 2008, former Prime Minister of Barbados, David Thompson, announced that there would be an annual Rihanna Day every year on 22nd February. Although this is not a bank holiday, people come together to celebrate it every year by listening to her music. Occasionally she even returns to perform. What's more, the street where she used to live has been renamed to Rihanna Drive. 8. Her story inspired lawyers to propose laws helping victims of abuse. After Rihanna's assault by her previous boyfriend, Chris Brown, an organization called Stopparazzi proposed a law which would prohibit the release of photos or information that would exploit crime victims. In usual cases of this nature, the victim's identity would not be revealed, but Rihanna was not granted this liberty. TMZ, who initially shared the photos, still have not received any penalty for their actions. 9. She won a school beauty pageant. When she was 16, Rihanna took part in her high school's beauty pageant, singing "Hero" by Mariah Carey. She went on to win the title of Miss Combermere. 10. She once insured her legs. In 2007, Rihanna insured her legs in for $1 million after winning Gillette's Venus Breeze competition for the best legs. 11. She can't wink. Try and find a video of her winking. 12. Rude Boy was originally improvised. When she was originally brainstorming ideas for Rude Boy with her team, she improvised some of the lyrics for the track on the spot. She explains, "When we wrote this song, it was kind of a freestyle. I liked the West Indian influence that the music had. I just went in the booth, my team were already jotting down ideas, and that came to me." 13. She's been in the Guinness World Book of Records 6 times. Her records include being the first female artist to have a United Kingdom #1 5 years in a row, from 2007 to 2011, best-selling digital artist in the United States, as well as being the most liked person on Facebook in 2014. 14. Whenever she gets a bikini wax, she makes sure therapist is old and Russian. Once during a bikini wax, Rihanna's beauty therapist recognized her and asked for an autograph mid-wax. Now she makes sure something so embarrassing never happens again. She said on the Graham Norton show, "It was the most embarrassing moment of my life. I told my assistant, don't ever bring me back here. I told you. Old and Russian." 15. The singer has banned people bringing umbrellas to her gigs. After the release of her hit single Umbrella, Rihanna feared fans might bring umbrellas to gigs and hurt themselves or other people, so she banned them. 16. She was supposed to be maid of honor to Katy Perry. Although Rihanna could not attend Perry's 2012 wedding to Brand, she apparently had to record some music for her album Loud. She still arranged Katy's bachelorette party in Las Vegas. 17. She's the first woman to win Shoe of the Year award. Footwear News awarded this to Rihanna after her collaboration with Puma. The year prior, Kanye West's Yeezys won. This year, Virgil Abloh's Nike Air Jordans got the coveted prize. 18. Her rider includes precise temperature requirements. During her 2013 Diamonds World Tour, her rider reportedly consisted of Corona, Vita Coco coconut water, Jack Daniels and Grey Goose, as well as snacks that ranged from gummy bears and flamin' hot Cheetos to garlic-stuffed green olives. She also asked that the air conditioning was set to 23 degrees in her room and that it contains several humidifiers. 19. Rihanna's tour guitarist is a heavy metal pro. Nuno Betancourt is from the Grammy-winning heavy metal band Extreme. 20. She never graduated from high school. The musician decided to pursue her music career instead, and it worked. 21. She had no idea that Jay-Z would feature on Umbrella. It was kept secret from her until she heard the full and final version. 22. She asked Nicki Minaj to write some songs for Rated R. Rihanna was expecting Nicki to return with some upbeat songs for the album, but instead she returned with ballads, surprising Rihanna. However, this was for the best, Rihanna said, because they're all beautiful songs. 23. In her school days, Rihanna was in the Cadets. R&B singer Chantel was also in her cadet group. 24. Jay-Z worried that Pon de Replay would be too big for Rihanna. He thought that it would be all Rihanna would be known for. He was wrong. 25. She once witnessed an exorcism. Rihanna grew up in a religious community. In an interview with Kiss FM, she said that she once witnessed a girl screaming and speaking in tongues on a table, whilst others around her prayed for her life during church. Thank you for watching us. You are invited to subscribe, share, and like.